Hello children, welcome back to the class of biology. Today we'll start with a new chapter, Improvement in Food Resources. Now, when we talk about improvement, we mean to say that there is something that has gone wrong and we need to improve. Now, first let us talk about food. What do we mean when we say food? Food is something that we consume when we are hungry. Why do we need food? We need food in order to get energy. Okay, so we know that all living organisms need food, and food is one of the basic needs for all living organisms. Now, what does food provide us? Food provides us nutrients. You have learned about nutrients in your lower classes. We know that nutrients include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So these are the 5 major nutrients that is provided by food. Okay, where do we get food from? Do plants make their own food? Yes, but how do they make? And what do animals do? How do they get food? Okay, let's get into it. First, when we talk about food, we say that materials usually of plant or animal origin that contain or consist of essential body nutrients are known as food. So we define food as a material. What is that material? It may be of the plant origin or animal origin. Plant origin, we can understand that the parts of the plant. We consume almost all parts of the plant. We take it into our diet in the form of roots, stems, flower. So all these parts we eat. We have different foodstuffs which we eat, and that may be obtained from different parts of the plant, and we process that food. What is the meaning of processing? We may cook the food. So that cooking may be in the different forms. It may be boiled, cooked, steamed, fried. So these are the different forms of food that we consume. When we talk about animal origin, we talk about milk. So we obtain milk from animals. When we talk about animal origin, we even talk about the foods that are eaten, cooked or steamed. For example, the meat that we get from animals. So that is the food that we obtain from animal origin. Even the fish that we consume. So the marine animals that are eaten. So that are also of animal origin. Okay. So what does this food contain? It contains essential body nutrients. Okay, now when we talk about food resources, what is resources? Resources means कुछ जैसे हमें कुछ खजाना मिल गया, कहीं से कुछ हमें प्राप्त हुआ. So the where do we get food from? So what are food resources? Resources that are used as food or provide food for organisms are called food resources. तो जो resources हमें हम उसको फूड की तरह यूज़ करते हैं, या तो फिर जो हमें फूड प्रोवाइड करता है, दोज आर कॉल्ड फूड रिसोर्सेज. Now let us see what are food resources. The majority of people obtain food from cultivated plants and domesticated animals, as I told you in the previous slide. Okay, now although some food is obtained from oceans and fresh waters, but the great majority of food for human population is obtained from traditional land-based agriculture of crops and livestock. Now, when we talk about agriculture, our country is basically agriculture based, and many of the people from years they depend on agriculture, and so only we always wait for rain. Our farmers always wait for rain. Now, although we have so many new techniques of saving the water and preserving the water, so now it's not a major issue, but still there are many remote areas, there are many rural areas where there is still there are still many problems related to water, and they always depend on rain for their crops. And when we talk about livestock, we are talking about the breeding of plants and breeding of animals. Now, when we talk about breeding, we'll talk on later what is breeding and where it is used. Okay, now how can we bring improvement in obtaining food resources? Just now, as we said, that improvement is needed. In the heading, we read that there should be improvement. So, in order to bring improvement in the food resources, although we get it from the nature, but still there are certain issues. We'll discuss about the issues later on, but you must know that what can be done in order to improve to obtain food resources. Now, the methods or the techniques are plant and animal breeding and selection for quality improvement and management. Now, when we talk about quality, uh, there is one proverb in ગુજરાતી કે લોકો શૂઝ હોય ને એ મોલમાંથી લે અને શાકભાજી રસ્તા પરથી લે. So this is one of the mentality of our people, that we buy shoes from the showroom and we buy vegetables from the road side. So actually, when we talk about quality, we should eat good quality food. I don't mean to say that we should not wear good shoes, but food is our priority, and it is a way in which it is one of the sources for us in order to maintain our life. So when we talk about food, it should actually be of very good quality. Okay, now when we talk about food resources, use of fertilizers, manures, protection from pest and disease, organic farming, these are some of the methods in order to improve food resources. Now, we'll talk about this in detail afterwards, how to manage, how to use fertilizers, manures, pests and diseases. Now, let's move further in order to know what is breeding. The first thing that I had told, in order to improve the food resources, we must do breeding. Now, what is breeding? Breeding is bringing together two living things to produce offsprings. Now, in order to produce offsprings, offsprings means babies. Now, this is not only for animals, this is also for plants. There are certain techniques by which we can crossbreed two different species or different parts of plants or types of plants in order to get a different type of new plant. So that is called breeding. Now, in plants and animals also there is a special type of breeding, and that is known as selective breeding. Now, what is selective breeding? There are different other types of breeding also, but here we are not going into too much detail about types of breeding. I'll just talk about selective breeding. What is selective breeding? It involves choosing parents with particular characteristics to breed together and produce offsprings with more desirable characteristics. अगर हमें वूल चाहिए शिप में से, तो हम ऐसा शिप पसंद करेंगे जो एकदम तगड़ा हो, जो एकदम स्ट्रॉन्ग हो, और जिसका जो फर होता है, जिसका जो उसको फ्लीस कहते हैं, इट शुड बी वेरी फरी. And because we want good quality of wool, and when we shear it we want more and more of it, and so what is done, good quality sheep is selected एंड देन दे आर ब्रीडेड, तो उनको पाला जाता है, जिसको गुजराती और हिंदी में कहते हैं पशुपालन। उनको ब्रीड किया जाता है, उनको ऐसे सिलेक्ट किया जाता है जो बेस्ट क्वालिटी के हो और अच्छा यील्ड दे सके। सो सेम इज़ डन विथ अदर एनिमल्स, प्लांट्स एंड मैनी अदर living organisms, even with fish. Okay, now the other topic which we are going to talk is use of fertilizers in order to increase the yield. Now we'll talk about this in detail later on. I'm just introducing the techniques. So fertilizers are used daily by farmers and different families also in at home to help crops and gardens grow. Now, whether for a small garden of flowers and plants or a large farm with thousands of acres of crops, a wide range of fertilizers have been developed to help different crops grow in different soil and weather conditions. So this is just addition of fertilizers, जिसको हम खातर कहते हैं. Now this fertilizer may be natural or it may be artificial. Now you have learned about the fertilizers, natural fertilizers, that is manure, and the synthetic one. This you have learned in your previous lessons. Okay, now the other technique is organic farming, as it was mentioned in the list. What is organic farming? Organic farming is a technique which is used nowadays more. Now, it's a method of crop and livestock production that involves much more than choosing not to use pesticides, fertilizers, and genetically modified organisms, antibiotics, and growth hormones. जो हम ज़्यादा ये चीज़ें डालते हैं प्लांट में, तो उसकी जो क्वालिटी होती है वो डिटियोरेट हो जाती है, इट गेट्स डिटियोरेट. So in order to maintain the quality, there are certain techniques by which no pesticides are used, no fertilizers are used, though it is a costly process, but it maintains the quality of the food and it retains the nutrients. जो nutrient loss होता है वो ये टेक्निक से नहीं होता है. तो आजकल लोग इसके तरफ ज़्यादा जा रहे हैं, but as it is costly, people think that we should not buy it because it is costly. But then it is one way in which we can improve our health and we can go for better health. Okay, now what is the need to bring improvement in food resources? क्या ज़रूरत है? जो मिल रहा है वही नहीं खा सकते हम. What is the need to change? Now, as I said in the previous slide, as I told you just before, that we need to improve the quality. Quantity always doesn't matter, quality is the main aspect. And the other major thing is the nutritional value of food. So we need to maintain the nutritional value of food. Now the second thing is to increase the yield of crops. Yield means to get something, to obtain something. जो हमने सौ किया है उसमें से जो हमको मिल रहा है, what we are getting from it is the yield. So we need to increase the yield of crops. Now this is for farmers because they have invested, because they have put in something, so they expect more. So in order to get more yield, they need improvement in food resources. The third major point of need of improvement is to make the food products and crops free from disease and pests. Nowadays we find that in many vegetables and fruits, when we consume it, we have to wash it thoroughly. We know that people use different techniques in order to preserve that food. So in order to make the shelf life of the plant more or the crop more, they sprinkle more of pesticides and chemical fertilizers, and that really harms us. So we need to make such food products and crops which are free from diseases and pests. Okay, the last major thing is to reduce the cost of food products and increase their availability. We get only certain plants in certain seasons only. There are certain foods that we do not get in certain season. But nowadays, if you have seen techniques, there are certain techniques by which we get those food available throughout the year. So उसकी भी कॉस्ट काफ़ी हाई होती है। तो हमें कुछ ऐसा करना है जिसकी वजह से उसकी कॉस्ट भी कम हो और उसकी अवेलेबिलिटी भी ज़्यादा हो जाए। Now when we talk about the availability, really the farmers are at great loss, because you just think about that matter, that when the farmers they grow crop, they invest a lot and they have to use the newer techniques in order to maintain their crops. Now when they sell the product in the market, when the crops are all done and when they have to sell it, then they don't come directly to the market. There is a channel through which they have to go through. Now they have to sell it to the consumers, but that consumers are not we people, not the common people. It comes through a great channel. They sell it to the government, they sell it to the wholesalers, then it comes to the retailers, and from the retailers it comes to us. So when ultimately it comes to us, when we talk about the price, nowadays if you are at home, you just ask the cost of vegetables and fruits to your parents and they'll just say every day that the price of vegetables and fruits are reaching the sky. They have become very costly. Now try to find out the reasons. Why is it so? Okay, till now many people have tried their best in order to bring revolution. Now what is revolution? क्रांति जिसे कहते हैं, जो चल रहा है वो ट्रेंड को ब्रेक करना. Because we people, we won't tolerate all things. If something is wrong, we must protest. So there are certain revolutions that took place in past where people fought for their rights, and there were leaders who supported, who just initiated the revolution and helped the people in order to get their rights. So one of them is green revolution. What is green revolution? Now, the great increase in production of food grains like rice and wheat due to the introduction of high yielding varieties, to the use of pesticides, and to better management techniques. Now, in order to cope up with this, there was a revolution which was started in early 18s, means 90s. So, this was a revolution started by some leaders. Now this is your task. You have to find out more information about green revolution. It's just one word given in your textbook, but you must know more about this revolution because it is for us, that how it started, when it started, who initiated the revolution. So just get information about it. It is quite interesting. Okay, there was another revolution, that is white revolution. Now when we talk about white, the thing that comes in our mind when we talk about food, it is milk. So the revolution that is associated with a sharp increase in milk production in the country is called the white revolution. दूध के लिए जो पहले उसके जो कॉस्ट थे उसको प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, ना यू माइट बी थिंकिंग कि वो तो हमें एनिमल्स से मिलता है, उसमें क्या कॉस्ट जाता है. बट द लाइव स्टॉक्स दैट आर रियर्ड, जो ब्रीडिंग करते हैं काउज और बफेलोज की, फिर उसको मिल्क जो ओनर के पास होता है, दैट इज सेंड टू द डेयरीज, एंड देन some processing is done in order to increase the shelf life of the milk. So certain things are done to the milk in order to send it to the consumers. So this revolution is also known as the Operation Flood. Now this revolution, white revolution period, intended to make India a self-dependent nation in milk production. तो सबसे ये क्रांतिकारी रिवॉल्यूशन शुरू किया था वर्गीस कुरियन ने. डॉक्टर वर्गीस कुरियन was a father of white revolution and he fought for it in order to make India independent for milk production. So you get more information about it, you will really like it. Now the other revolution was the blue revolution. What is blue revolution? It is the concept of rapid increase in the production of fish and marine product through package program, and thus it is termed as blue revolution. Now this revolution is also known as the Neel Kranti mission. Neel means blue and blue says water. So in India it was launched in 1985 to 1900 during the 7th 5-year plan. Now in SS you might have learned about the 5-year plans, when it started and how many 5-year plans were there and what was there in the 5-year plans. So this 7th 5-year plan about Blue Revolution, its main objective was to develop, manage and promote fisheries to double the farmers income. जब हम रियरिंग करते हैं फिश की, उसको पालते हैं, तो उसका ज़्यादा ईल्ड हमें चाहिए और उससे ज़्यादा इनकम हमको प्रोड्यूस करनी है. वी हैव टू गेट मोर एंड मोर इनकम. So in order to that we need to develop certain techniques through which we can maintain the shelf life of the fish, and we can get good yield of fish and we can earn good money from that. Okay, the last revolution that took place in India, it has also taken place in different other countries also, but right now we are talking about India. So it is the Yellow Revolution. Now when we talk about the Yellow Revolution, it started in 1987 in order to increase the production of edible oil. Now what is edible? Edible means one which can be eaten, especially mustard and sesame seeds, to achieve self-reliance. Now what is self-reliance? मतलब खुद करना. So that is known as the Yellow Revolution. Now who is known as the father of the Yellow Revolution in India? It is Sam Pitroda. So Sam Pitroda, he just initiated this and he was very helpful to the farmers in order to get better yield of edible oil. Okay, so this was all about the revolutions. Now what is the major problem? इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद भी आगे तो कुछ प्राप्त होता ही नहीं है, बिकॉज प्लानिंग इज समथिंग डिफरेंट एंड एग्जीक्यूशन इज डिफरेंट. नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम. वॉट एवर दिस रिवॉल्यूशंस मीन, बट अवर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज आर गेटिंग यूज मोर इंटेंसिवली. उसका ज़्यादा और ज़्यादा उपयोग हो रहा है, एंड वॉट हैपन्स एज अ रिजल्ट, देर आर मोर चांसेस ऑफ डैमेज इन ऑर्डर टू मेंटेन और बैलेंस देम. उसको प्रोडक्शन तो ज़्यादा होता है, लेकिन उसको मेंटेन करना, उसको बैलेंस करना. यू माइट हैव हर्ड अबाउट द क्रॉप्स दैट गेट रॉटन. जब गरीब लोगों के लिए बहुत सारी योजनाएं बनती है, उनको जब क्रॉप्स पहुंचाने होते हैं, उनको बहुत सारे सीड्स पहुंचाने होते हैं, बट बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ प्लानिंग, बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन, व्हाट हैपन्स that is not reaching the people and it gets rotten in the storage. जो places होती है जहाँ पे फूड ग्रेन स्टोर होते हैं, तो वो ग्रेनरीज, दैट आर कॉल्ड ग्रेनरीज. तो ग्रेनरीज में जो सारा अनाज होता है वो सड़ जाता है, लेकिन वो कंज्यूमर तक, वो फार्मर जो लोग यूज़ करते हैं उनके तक पहुँचता ही नहीं है. वाई? बिकॉज देर इज़ नो मेंटेनेंस इन बिटवीन. जो चैनल होनी चाहिए, जो ग्रीवियंसेस है लोगों के मन में, बिकॉज ऑफ दोज ग्रीवियंसेस देर इज़ अ ग्रेट लॉस टू द कंट्री, एंड वी रियली नीड टू टॉक अबाउट इट, विच इज़ नोन एज रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. रिस्क की बात करते हैं हम, तो ये क्रॉप के फील्ड में भी बहुत सारे रिस्क है, एंड वी रियली नीड टू वर्क आउट इन आवर कंट्री. वी आर agricultural country and lots of crops grow in our country, but because of the lack of management, we all have to face many major problems. So really we need to think in that area. Okay, now what are the possible solutions in this area? One thing is we can increase food production without degrading our environment. एनवायरनमेंट को लॉस किए बगैर अगर हम फूड प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, तो एक चांस है कि हम लोगों को फूड प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, और फूड रिसोर्सेज कैन बी प्रोवाइडेड टू देम. द सेकेंड इज नीड फॉर सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस इन एग्रीकल्चर एंड एनिमल हस्बेंड्री. एनिमल हस्बेंड्री, एज आई टोल्ड, that rearing of animals, we'll talk about it in detail later on, but just I am giving a hint. This is just an introduction that what can be done in order to obtain more food resources. Now apart from there are certain other major issues, that is management of money to purchase food. पैसे भी तो होने चाहिए. The other is availability of food. The third is assess. Here the spelling of assess is wrong. Just strike off the s after the c. Access to food मतलब प्रोडक्शन तो हो जाता है लेकिन उन तक पहुंचना चाहिए ना. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट आई डिस्कस बिफोर. एंड इनकम ऑफ पीपल वर्किंग इन एग्रीकल्चर, जैसे मैंने अभी बात की दैट फार्मर्स अल्टीमेटली दे डोंट गेट एनीथिंग एंड सो दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड. सो व्हाट डू दे डू, अपनी जो लैंड होती है वो एन ए करवा देते हैं. एन ए मीन्स नॉन एग्रीकल्चर लैंड एंड दे सेल इट एट हाई प्राइजेस एंड देन दे लीव फार्मिंग एंड दे गो फॉर अदर बिजनेस. जब फार्म है, जब हमारे पास लैंड है तो उसका उपयोग करना चाहिए हमको. वी मस्ट डू फार्मिंग, वी मस्ट यूज एट द मैक्सिम and we must use most of our resources that we are getting from the environment. Okay, so what can be done, what is the possibility? Now scientific management practices should be undertaken to obtain high yields from farms. अच्छे आजकल तो बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स डेवलप हुई है एंड वी हैव गुड access to the computer and we know, we browse in the internet and we get lots of techniques by which we can improve the quality of crops. And the other thing is to undertake mixed farming, intercropping, integrated farming practices. Now this techniques will deal afterwards. This is just introduction, so you must know what can be done. Okay, I'll just give some examples. Combine agriculture, here spelling of agriculture is wrong, please correct it. agriculture, agriculture. Okay, combine agriculture with livestock or poultry or fisheries और beekeeping. So agriculture के साथ साथ livestock, poultry, fishery and beekeeping, इनमें से कोई एक उसको combine कर सकते हैं. These are some of the techniques. Now right now we'll not be talking about it. We'll talk about it later on. Okay, now how can we increase the yields of crops and livestock? Now this is a major problem. We'll talk about it later on, that how to increase the yields of crops and livestock. This was just an introduction about crop production and the major issues that come under crop production, breeding and breeding of livestock. We'll talk about animal husbandry later on and we'll talk about these techniques later on. But you must know about the revolutions and you must know what is the problem that are caused in order to yield the crops and what are the techniques that can be used in order to maintain the quality of crops. Okay, we'll talk about the other topics later on. I hope you have understood the introduction part of the lesson. Have a nice day. Thank you.